Hello, I'm Melissa Watson, and we are here with CobraCast. Today we're joined by Lyndsey Harwood, an accountant with Fair and Company CPAs. She works in public accounting and specializes in income tax fillings, payroll, sales tax, and bookkeeping. She's here to talk with us about careers in accounting and how students can begin preparing now. So, what made you decide to go into accounting?
Well, honestly, when I was undecided, my mom told me that everyone pays taxes and everyone dies. So if you get in one of those two fields, you will have a career. And it's been true. Everyone pays taxes.
What did your path after high school look like?
So I actually graduated from Fountain Lake in the year 2000, and I graduated with, I believe, 12 college hours. And I graduated high school and went to Henderson State University and obtained my bachelor's in business administration. And I thankfully got it in 3.5 years because of the college credits that I had during my senior year of high school. And then I went on to pursue my master's degree from Henderson State University as well. So I have a bachelor's in business administration with emphasis in accounting and a master's in business administration.
Did you always know you wanted to work in public accounting?
No, I knew I was fairly decent with math and I liked numbers, and I am an organized person and I was detail oriented. And once I got to college, my freshman year, I took trigonometry and intro to accounting, and then that's when I decided to, and of course with my mother's advice, I went on to pursue an accounting degree.
Do you like math? Is that like one of your favorite subjects?
It was in high school, yes. I mean, do I like math? Sure. Do I, use my head to do math? No. I use a 10 key. So, but yes, I mean, I enjoy the numbers aspect of accounting.
Would you recommend accounting to somebody who doesn't like math, or would you just tell them stay away from that?
No, I would say if you are a detail-oriented person and you like figuring things out and tracking information and because it is consistent work, like, I mean, pretty much it's the same type of work. Obviously, every set of books are different and every income tax filing is different, but it is somewhat consistent in what you learn and how you do it, and the process is the same, I guess I would say.
What skills are most important for someone considering accounting?
To be detail oriented. You take bank statements and create books in order to do an income tax return, and you have to pay attention to debits and credits and the categories in which things are spent and received so that you can create a profit and loss and a balance sheet to prepare an income tax return.
You're saying a lot of big words, and like I'm understanding them, but it's like you do a lot.
Yes.
You do a lot.
Yes.
So, what does a typical day look like for you?
So I did income tax filings from 2006 until 2019, and that was the majority of my time spent in the public CPA firm. And that consists of major deadlines. So the month of January, you have to file W-2s and 299s to provide to employees and contractors. The months of February through April 15th, you are on a deadline to complete and file as many income tax returns as you can. And people bring in information and they want meetings. They bring in their W-2s and their 299s, their home mortgage interest, their property taxes, their bank interest, and they want to meet and talk about it. They also bring in their business, profit and loss and balance sheet. And so in income tax filing, like, you are working around the clock. Like, you are required for public CPA firms to put in like anywhere from 50 to 70 hours a week. Once you get out April 15th, and in the summer months, like at our firm, you get off every Friday. So it does even out. After 2019, I started doing just payroll. So currently I have like 110 payroll clients. And what that means is a business comes to us and hires us, and I process their weekly payroll. So most people watching either receive a paycheck or their parents receive a paycheck, and that's what I do for these companies. So if I have an automotive business and they have 15 employees who are paid weekly, I process their payroll every single week and direct deposit it into their bank account. And so I have deadlines all the time, but then I also have a little bit of flexibility in what I do now because I'm on a schedule. People don't randomly have payroll. It's on every, certain day every week or certain day every twice a month or every other week or whatever it may be.
I see. What is the most challenging part of your job and the most rewarding part of it?
The most rewarding would be providing clients with a peace of mind, because most clients who come to a public CPA firm are people who do not feel comfortable with their own accounting, their own payroll, their own sales tax, or their own income tax filing, and they want a professional to do it for them.
Yeah.
And we provide a professional service that not everyone can provide. And so that is the rewarding part of it. Also, me personally, I am detail-oriented. I work pretty fast, so my clients all are satisfied with the output that they receive from me. The most challenging aspect of accounting, public accounting, is deadlines. Like with payroll, I have a deadline. It is a continuous rolling deadline. With income tax, you have a March 15th deadline, an April 15th deadline, a September 15th deadline, an October 15th deadline. With payroll, you have a January 31st deadline, April 30th, July 31st, October 31st, and January 31st again. So there's always deadlines.
Yeah, so not a very flexible schedule. You're like, you have to get this done.
Well, it is flexible, but you do have requirements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have requirements with government agencies. So our requirements are not just to make our clients feel good. It is to satisfy the United States Treasury and the Department of Finance and Administration's obligations and their requirements.
That's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
What advice would you give high school students interested in business?
Do it. It's a great career. It's been a great career. I do know, like when I graduated with my bachelor's and then I went straight in to get my master's, it was unknown at the time if I wanted to do public accounting, which is where people hire us to do their accounting, or if I wanted to do private accounting. And so private accounting is like if you go to work for a company and you handle their accounts receivable, or you handle their shipping, or you handle there's all types of stuff within a private. But with the public accounting, to me, it's been a rewarding career. I can pretty much make it as grand and glorious as I wanted, or keep it as low-key as I wanted. I've been very blessed, both sides. When I did income tax returns, I worked all the time, and I made a lot more money. And then when I was ready to slow down and be here instead of working in Little Rock, I was able to take a pay cut and have more flexibility with my day-to-day life to come do things like this. So I would say the only thing I did not do, I was set on making a living and making money. So I busted my rear in high school and got college credits. I went through college and got my bachelor's in 3.5 years. I finished my master's in a year, taking like full summer, both sessions of summer, and I was ready to make money. If I would have taken 6 months to a year to study for my CPA, I would have went from making high 5 figures to easily making 6 figures.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. I wish I would have. That would be the advice I would give, is like, if you are in the mindset of education, do it all. Get your bachelor's, get your master's, sit for the test, any type of certification that you can get to add to it. Do it while your brain is in the process of learning and testing, because once you get out of that and you are having, getting married and having children, and like life gets in the way, and it's hard to go back and to focus on that. And then, you don't realize it till it's way later the benefits that it could have provided.
So do it now.
Yes.
Do it now.
Do it now. Yeah.
So what mistakes should young or professionals avoid?
That would be it.
That exactly?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do your testing, do your certifications. I mean, yeah, keep your nose to the grindstone. Like, get everything that you can get done while your mind is young and sharp and in the mentality of going to school and testing.
So how can students start preparing now? Is that a part of it, like just getting your education, making sure you stick with that?
Yes, I mean, if you plan to be educated
Mm-hmm.
past high school, I mean, you can't give up in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to know that there are still 2, 4, 6 years worth of being educated at hand that you have to take seriously, because if you think, well, it's all once I get out of high school, but no, if you plan on being educated, if you don't plan on being educated, then just join the workforce and, you know, make a living. If you plan on being educated, then you have to keep the mindset of responsibility to go to class and to study and to pass tests and to get certified in whatever field you're going into.
Yeah. What's something people misunderstand about accountants?
About accountants, especially public accountants, people bring us their information to create profit and loss statements or their W-2s and 1099s for us to file their income tax returns, and yet they think that we know because we do know how much money they make, they think that we know how much money they have, and we don't. And so a lot of people, think we know like all their personal business because we see their W-2, which tells how much money they earned in a year. But just because we know that does not have any inclination as to how much money you have or what you do with your money. So, yeah.
If you could give your high school self advice, what would it be?
To get my CPA.
To get your CPA?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I would have had my CPA, like I said, I would have went from making high 5 figures to easily 6 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
Okay.
that's it.
That was it. Okay, yay. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.